So, you want to shoot some roller shots. Well, I'm going to tell you everything I know about getting roller shots. Now, this video is going to be more about getting roller videos, not so much roller photos. So if you want me to do a video on how to get the best roller photos, leave a comment down below because I can definitely do a whole separate video on that. But this is going to be about how to get the best roller shots in video form. Now, first things first, to get roller shots, you need two cars. You need the car that you're going to film, but then you also need what I call the crew car. This is the car that you're actually shooting out of. And in this car, you have two choices. You can either shoot out of the window, meaning you literally roll down the window, and then you stick your head out with the camera, and you film that way, or you do what I do. Honestly, I think the slightly safer thing, and you open the trunk, and you film out of the trunk. Now, if you're going to do the trunk method, you do need a harness, which is why I think it's a little bit safer. Because do not film out of your trunk without a harness. I feel like, especially at highway speeds, you were just gonna fly out of that thing. You're gonna be gone, okay? You're gonna be gone in 2 seconds. So do not try it without a harness. And speaking of the harness, let me just show you kind of what I use. It's a $60 harness, super inexpensive, super cheap, but it's actually like pretty good quality. So I use it, and if I haven't died yet, then you'll probably be fine with this harness as well. So it comes in two parts. So part A is gonna be the part that you wear, and I'll show you that in a second. But part B is this part. So what this is this is the part that you kind of clip into your car. Now, this is important. If you buy this specific harness, it's actually meant for roofing. So what that means is it has this piece in the middle. So I'm gonna show you this. This is for if you fall off a roof, this is going to basically extend and give more rope. Now, if you're in a car and this extends and gives you more rope, again, you're going bye-bye out of the trunk. So completely avoid it, and we're gonna go straight to the rope. Now that you know that, my conscience is clean because I know that you're not gonna die, so we're good. Let's move on. I feel like I could jump out of a plane with this, like just parachute. There's a little metal piece somewhere. Normally I would have someone just help me clip it on. But anyway, so you clip this onto the back of you. There's a clip on the back. And then you're harnessed in. Again, this is $60 from Amazon. It's great. By the way, no idea how legal the harness is. Like shooting out of a car with a harness, is it legal, is it not? I don't know. So if you try it and you get caught by the police, please send me a DM and let me know what happened. Okay, so now that we're actually in the trunk and we're actually filming, here's a few good tips, things to keep in mind for getting some good roller shots. The first is going to be the position of the sun. Now, hear me out. Let's move my laptop over here. Okay, so it's very important that the sun is not going to be directly behind you, because if it's directly behind you and then your trunk is open, the shadow of your trunk is going to hit the floor and it's going to be in your shots. Now, let's use this example here. So we see this blue Lambo is driving up, and you can actually see right here our trunk shadow is in the corner of the video. So that's an important thing to note, that if you're going to film, you want to basically position your car so that the sun is not going to put shadows in the way. Here's the same day, same everything. I'm just gonna turn up the exposure a little bit. But essentially, what we can see is the sun, there's a different road where the sun was essentially on the side. So instead of it being behind us, the sun was on the side. So it's hitting the car from the side, our shadows are going to the side. Let's continue watching. You can see there's no shadows of the trunk in the way because, again, the sun is coming from the side, not behind us. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you are doing roller shots, know where the sun is, because if the sun is right behind you and your trunk is open, shadow right in front of you ruins the shot. And besides, the sun coming from an angle, hitting the car from an angle, is gonna look nice. Okay, the next tip is shoot from a 45-degree angle. So it's really easy to shoot directly straight back. You know, the car's behind you, you're sitting in the trunk, you're just shooting dead on. Doesn't look the greatest, okay? It's the easiest shot to get, but it doesn't look that great. The best shot is if it's 45 degrees. If it's 45 degrees from you and you just keep it there and you go at the same pace, that's a beautiful, beautiful shot. And then you can even have it zoom by you, and it just looks fantastic. So definitely get that 45-degree angle and then have some kind of hand signals. Like for me, I do this, right? That means fly by, go zoom in, have some fun, and then you can capture that epic shot of it just ripping by you. Okay, next tip, think about your audio. Because if you want to capture the beautiful sounds of a lot of these beautiful cars, getting audio in a trunk when the wind is like just rushing by you, and believe me, the wind is rushing by you like crazy, any audio, any microphones you have on you, it's for nothing. It's useless. The wind is going to completely ruin it. So what you have to do is one of two things, okay? You can either take a mic, something like this, and you can find a way to hide it on the car. I haven't actually tried this method, so I don't know too much about where I would hide it, but you can hide it somewhere in the car to try and capture the authentic sound. Or you can do what I do, which is you go to Artlist and you just find some car sounds and you just make it work in the post process. Insert Artlist ad, great Artlist ad. What's the next point? Okay, think about your surroundings as well, because if you're in the city versus if you're in the mountains like Kananaskis, very different vibes, very different shots, and sometimes where you are is gonna make or break your shot. If you're, somewhere where it just doesn't look very aesthetic in the background, it might be ruining your shot. It could be the make or break for whether it's the most epic roller shot or it's the most epic fail. So just keep in mind, what is your surroundings? Where are you shooting? Try and make it look cooler, whether it's mountains or fields city can work 100%, but just keep in mind your surroundings matter a lot. Okay, so last tip, use a cool car. If you have a supercar or something crazy, it's going to be a lot easier to make your roller shots look cool because obviously it's a supercar. It's hard to make a supercar look not cool. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, how the heck do I get access to a supercar? There's a few ways to go about it, but if you're like me, you would probably go find some car shows and just start introducing yourselves to lots of these luxury car owners and just saying, hey, if you ever want to get some roller shots, if you ever want to, do some kind of collaboration, let me know, give them your Instagram. And then who knows, maybe you'll find someone who actually does want a shot. Maybe it's not a supercar at first. Maybe it's just, something that still looks cool, but it's not quite a supercar. And then maybe you work your way up. But the point is you got to just go and find the people. You can't sit around waiting for someone to message you and say, hey, I have a supercar. Do you want to do shoots? That's not going to happen. You have to go out, find people who have these cars and just offer. And even if you get 10 no's, you just need one person to say yes, and then when they see your work, those 10 no's might turn into 10 yeses. So just find someone, whether it's a car show, whether you're just Instagram messaging people who have cars who are in your area, whatever works. The other thing you can do is you can join me on a shoot. Now, all of the footage I've kind of shown in this video so far from this car shoot was actually a little event that I threw. We had 10 supercars. We probably had like 12 photographers, and there was no point to the event except for the fact that it was to network, to have some fun, to get some cool footage, and to give the opportunity for people to shoot with supercars. Because I really do believe in community. I think community is such a huge thing, and I want to grow with you guys. I want to build with you guys. I don't want to just, go and do all these supercar shoots by myself. I want to share the experience. So I'm going to do more events. So if you're looking for something and you're in the Calgary area, send me a DM. Again, I'll throw my Instagram on the screen and in the caption below. So send me a DM. I would love to have you out for an event or do some kind of collaboration. I love community. All right, hopefully you guys found some kind of value from this video. If you did, please leave me a 5-star Google review in the comments below and maybe leave a like on the video. I don't know, I'm new to YouTube, so whatever people do it here, I guess. But I'll see you in the next one. So take care, guys.